Hey Pisces, welcome. I hope that you are doing awesome. My name is Violetta Alexis, and I've been a tarot reader for 5 years. If you are not new here, welcome back. I'm happy to have you. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and why they think you're hot. Now, if this is something that resonates with you and you want a reading just like this, personalized to you, you can book a personal reading with me by checking the link in the description box below. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at your reading. Show me the energy that Pisces resonates or resonates. Show me the energy that Pisces radiates that makes this person think they're hot. What was the first impression? There's almost like a subtle innocence, I think, about you with that Page of Pentacles. That Ace of Wands reverse, this could be somebody who felt like you were very unbothered, somebody who's more focused on their money or their work. There's this subtle innocence, like I was saying, but it's not this, oh my God, pay attention to me, look at me energy. It's more of a subdued, I guess, confidence, you can say, yet there's an openness to it. There's, the Page of Pentacles is Taurus. Taurus is ruled by Venus. And so it's a subtle beauty. It's a subtle kind of beauty. It's not super flashy, it's not out there, it's not super showy, right? Like Leo, it gotta be that way, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Everything has its place. But there's a subtlety about you that I think this person was drawn to. Like you weren't there's something that this person got from you from the first impression, like you weren't initially motivated by some crazy whim of desire. Like, so for instance, if this person first met you and maybe they started flirting with you or something, you could have proven yourself to be a little unbothered, not super impressed or overly affected. Very much in your own power. But once again, there's a subtlety here. Because so you take a look at Venus. Venus rules Libra and Venus rules Taurus. Taurus is more of a stripped down version. It's the feminine side of Venus. Libra is the masculine side of Venus because Libra, believe it or not, is actually a masculine sign. So Libra is more about the addition, and there's nothing wrong with that either. There's a time and a place. But this Taurus energy, maybe you have Taurus placements, is more subtle. So there was something that this person liked about that. Like maybe you don't wear as much makeup, or maybe there's just this more earthy, ethereal beauty to you. Nothing wrong with makeup. Shit, I'm wearing it right now. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need a little bit of a pick me up. Okay. Yeah, see, there's some kind of like innocence about you. But surprisingly enough, it didn't show up as desperate. They could even feel like you played that kind of coquette vibe. And what I mean by that is maybe you played it a little naive or you acted a little innocent, and that's attractive to people sometimes. So like once again, I mean, with the two pages showing up, it's a very innocent, coquette kind of vibe, even if you're a man. Like, oh, I'm worried about my work. I'm not worried about emotions or sex or whatever. Like you're in your bag and you're doing your thing. The King of Wands. I feel like this is them. There's something about you that made this person want to pursue you, like to a great degree. Somebody who felt very attracted and motivated to do so. Because there's something about like conquering this kind of person where, especially if you weren't super driven or super motivated to be with them or desperate or whatever, right? They're like, well, shit, I want to top that. You know what I mean? Wow. Okay. So I'm going to be on now. This is a little weird. This person saw a pain inside of you. that you hadn't let go of, as if it still follows you around like a ghost, as a dead thing that is still somehow feeding off of you, living through you, almost as if you're this pain's host, or you're still involved in this experience without actually being physically involved in it, still emotionally tied to some level of pain. And I think that that's why they feel like you weren't ready to jump in head first. Like, because something emotionally hurt you, you decided to focus more on money, the material world, learning, educating yourself, your physical wellness, your health, and your well-being. So I think that they saw that, and it may have made them, because the King of Wands can be very protective. And so to me, it makes me feel like there's something, like the way that they see you is so innocent, but there's a depth there that made them want to protect you, or makes them want to protect you. But that's just the first impression. I can't wait to see. What is the specific trait? What's the specific trait? The 10 of Wands. What's the specific trait that hooks this person to Pisces? The 10 of Cups. Although there's an innocence, an openness to new experiences and learning, there's something deeper. Once again, I'm getting that image of something following you around, like a heaviness that you don't always show. This person thinks it's sexy that you know how to take responsibility. And what I mean by that is like maybe emotional responsibility, or maybe you work with this person, or this person knows about your work, and you just really do a lot. You handle your business and you're able to handle other people's business at the same time, while being a homemaker, or while still being able to show up and be in love, or whatever. Like, this person feels like you handle responsibility with such grace, and burden with such, mm, I don't know, responsibility, maturity, that they don't even know how you have time or the energy for these other things, but somehow you do. The Wheel of Fortune reversed. Despite your circumstances, you've learned how to overcome. Like, even like, so for instance, with that 10 of Wands and that Wheel of Fortune reverse, this feels like more personality now at this point, or character, I guess you could say, in regards to what hooks this person to you. Because if you've maybe done some things in your life, like we all have, that have, put you in a bad spot or whatever, this person looks at you like you take responsibility for that. You don't try to push it off onto other people or blame other people or whatever. You're like, nope, I did that, and that's why I'm in the place that I am. So I think that they think that's sexy, that you do that, where you don't try to pawn it off or project shit onto somebody else. Give me one more. The Sun reverse. Yeah, despite your circumstances, despite how much you have, despite how much you have to put up with or deal with, or despite how many times life kicks you down, this person feels like you still remain optimistic. And I think it's like one of those things where the world really tries to destroy the nicest, sweetest people. You know what I mean? Like, they try to break down the nicest, sweetest people, because some people are just up, right? And then sometimes people turn into the villain, and sometimes they don't, right? And so this person feels like no matter how much you have had to endure, you have not lost that childlike sense of wonder. You have not turned yourself into the villain. or allowed the world to do that to you. I think this person does feel bad for you. Not that you want them to feel bad for you, but like, and I think they also feel like you're willing to admit your mistakes with things, which I think is also attractive. What does this person thinks makes Pisces stand out from everyone else? The Temperance. Like you can hold it all together. Like this person believes that you're incredibly knowledgeable. No matter how much you may get into your emotions, no matter how much you may have to put up with or deal with, you know how to keep yourself grounded. Okay, I'm getting something about your hips or your behind that this person likes. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles and the Page of Swords reverse. Yeah, there's such a grounding effect to your emotions and your vulnerabilities. I think they view you as somebody like if you don't know something, you're like, well, what does that mean? Or tell me more about that or whatever. And they feel like through that, there's a lot of pages here. So once again, there's that kind of like innocence or naivete, like a very coquette kind of vibe. Yet at the same time, there's something deeper under all of that. There's something deeper under all of that that feels more ancient, that feels I heard the word dark. That's interesting. Like I'm seeing the bottom of the ocean. There's more than meets the eye, I think, is how this person sees you. I need a clarifier. Tell me about that Page of Swords reversed. Six of Cups reversed. I'm telling you, there's like a naivete, like a naive kind of, I'm not saying that you're naive, but it's like an innocence. Some of you may talk like a valley girl. Okay, I heard that for some of you. Some of you may talk like a valley girl. Tell me about that Eight of Cups reversed. The Death card. Flux. This person sees you as somebody who's always in some flux or some kind of change. I think that this person thinks it's cute that sometimes you hold these little grudges and you kind of talk shit. Okay, excuse my French, but some of you may do that, because I think that you are very intelligent, or this person feels like you're very intelligent and very balanced and grounded in your work. There's something about your work here, taking responsibility. But sometimes they feel like when you assume things, you can get a little feisty and like say something, but then you kind of come back around changed or different or kind of changing your tone, or you may kind of force them to evolve in some way that feels uncomfortable to them. What does this person want with Pisces? What does this person want with Pisces? Okay, wow. The Empress and the Chariot. We have Taurus and Cancer here. So there's that earthy energy I was getting. You have a natural beauty or this natural handsomeness. Like, I really don't think this person feels like you need to do much. This person may want to get you pregnant or may want to get pregnant by you, depending on what gender you are. There's a very strong determination to choose you. As you can see, this chariot is facing that empress, ready to go. This person may want to take you on a trip or come visit you potentially, maybe like a road trip or something like that. But they want your femininity, I think, or they want to be feminine with you, depending on which gender you are. But that empress is like the creme de la creme. If you're this empress, this person feels like you are the top notch, like you are the top tier, the best that they could get, that kind of energy. The Nine of Cups reversed with the Five of Cups, this person may project some kind of ideal or wish onto you that they want, that they feel like they didn't get, and they may be very determined to get that from you. I need to know more about that Nine of Cups reversed. I would be careful. I think that while this person likes your naivete or likes this perceived innocence that they feel like you have, I do think that there are some selfish tendencies here from this person at times, okay? And so they may want to kind of manipulate you a little bit for, okay, I heard sexual reasons. What do they want though? What's that Nine of Cups reversed? What's the selfishness around? What do they want? The Ten of Swords reversed. For some of you, if this is a new person, they may like feel like you could be a good rebound, okay? So something to keep in mind. But this person has a lot of doubts, and there's something about just simply being associated with you that makes them doubt themselves less. So while I do feel like there's this beautiful innocence to you, almost this coquette vibe, right? We love that. There's also this energy of them wanting to kind of bank on that or wanting to take advantage of that, in my opinion, in some way. Now I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles reverse. Tell me about that Five of Cups. The Hierophant reverse. They may have felt like they effed this up due to some kind of, if this is like a past connection, due to some kind of immoral issue or values or, you know, trying to push something onto you too quickly that maybe you weren't ready for. I didn't even, oh my God, look. I didn't even, Six of Pentacles reversed and the Eight of Wands reversed behind it. The Six of Pentacles reversed behind the Eight of Wands reversed. So it's almost like there's this pushing of boundaries. I would be careful with that because I do think that they want to take advantage a little. Sometimes that can be hot if it's like role play, right? But other than that, I would just be a little careful. Okay. Because it feels like this person has some regrets around things that they couldn't get or didn't get. And it's almost like now they're looking at you as this opportunity to fulfill some kind of thing that they've always wanted or desired. Okay. Advice for Pisces. So we have peaks reached. Celebrate your achievements and savor the triumph of your ascent, for you've climbed high and earned your view. So I feel like this place that you're at now, I feel like you have earned it. I feel like you've earned some kind of level of status or notoriety in your life, or you're getting ready to. I think that when it comes to this person, you may find yourself in a very emotional situation. Why is that? The Knight of Cups reverse, because they could be projecting some kind of ideal onto you or actually manipulating you a little bit in order to get what they want. Now, there's a lot of good things about how this person sees you and all of that stuff. That's great. But if they feel like they can't level up to you, because an empress needs an emperor, right? She's only going to toy with the Knight of Cups if she even gives that Knight of Cups a chance, right? And so this is telling you that you are destined to have more than what you have now. And you are totally in your right mind to believe that you deserve better than either what this person is currently giving you or what other people have given you. Because I think that you really have reached some kind of peak. And so you have to be careful with reaching peaks, because sometimes that means that you're on your way down to something, or there's the possibility of that. But it's really just about what you're willing to put up with and what you're not. And this is going to be where boundaries come in, and self-worth and self-value, these things. Okay. So Pisces, that is what I have for you. Thank you guys so much. I hope that you will like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you want to book a personalized reading just for you, you can book with me by clicking the link in the description box below. If you enjoy creative writing and poetry, you can follow me on Where Dead Flowers Bloom. That name is for Instagram and YouTube. I would love to have you. Thank you so much, Pisces, and best of luck. Bye for now.